Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki. It's your boy Karagol Gaming, and you know how we do things around here. Sayori is next. Let's go. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Yes, you did. What the hell? Sayori, fam, get a grip. This is a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? If anyone recommends that you imagine the audience is naked, we're ending the LP. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine that you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. Interesting. It's your poem, so it will come out the best way. It's your poem, so it will come out the best that way. I see. Well, okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through, you know? Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job. Even Karagol liked it. What you mean? Even Karagol liked it. I guess that's a good sign. Right? The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone, you know? The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Aight! Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Karagol. The fuck? It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Aw, don't be like that. Might as well let Karagol lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. I'm gonna tear this motherfucker's poem to shreds. Natsuki, it's fine. You know I do what I do when I do it. Let me show you what I got. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Cannons to the left of me! Cannons to the right of me! Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Y'all motherfuckers, man, I hate your mindsets. Come on now, be confident. Y'all worry too much about what other people think. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you are presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. It was called Jump and her words jump up and down. I see you, big dog. That wasn't so bad, was it? It's easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, she's gonna in a couple of days in front of a whole slew of people. Do you at least feel a little prepared, you know? Do you feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of everyone else? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. Okay, buddy. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, friends? It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Don't fucking stress her out now. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through today. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. So make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, alright? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you will be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah man, no problem. Alright everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well, alright? It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day! I cannot wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright then. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, fuck the club. And impressing Monika, fuck Monika. Then I'll do my best. Let's go, Sayori. Oh, look at you, lovebirds always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? By not responding at all. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey yo, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Really? I couldn't tell. I was thinking about something from earlier, you know? I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you, right? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I have no idea where fucking Yuri lives. If she lives in the same neighborhood as me, in the same direction as me, I would walk home with Yuri. Or we could all of us walk together, you know what I'm saying? But if she asks me, I might have to be polite and walk with Yuri, you know what I mean? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I don't fucking know, dog. Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. What? There's not even any point in speculating about something that's never going to happen, okay? Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? What the fuck is this train of thought? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. My bad. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there was no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away, so who knows what will happen in that time. Alright, here we go. Go with Rain Cloud? No! How about question? And then aura with a little bit of essence, some darkness. No, philosophy and horror. Nice. With a little bit of grief. No, come on, leave me alone, woman. How about Pain. No, what the fuck? Raindrops. Crimson. Depression. Fuck. Yo, they're going toe to toe right here. What the hell? What the hell? What the? Yeah, and then clouds. What the fuck? Death. Oh, shit. I can't believe this shit. Okay. Imagination. Nice. I'm gonna go with memories. What the hell is disaster? With cheeks. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but ambition might be the... I guess passion? That might work as well. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Wait, Natsuki smiling? What the fuck's going on here? Weren't you just complaining about it yesterday? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound like Sayori a little bit. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You? Of all people? What the hell does that mean now? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean on you of all people? Because it's right in your name. What? What? I hate y'all. For real! Let's just focus on our own event for now, alright? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Ah, there you are. Sayori is sitting in a disc... What? What's going on, Sayori? Out here sitting in a disc in the corner of the room looking at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey yo, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again, fam. What's up? You good? Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Interesting. Yeah. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone? Alright, if you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. They have been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together, you know? I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Karagol, what up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori lately? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into it, but she seems a bit downcast today, you know what I mean? Oh, you think so? Well, I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Karagol. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, you know? But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. I know, my bad. I know it's not your problem, my bad. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. It's important to me too, so I don't mind. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest, I don't know. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Karagol. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside of her. Eh? No way! Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been, right? You're so funny, motherfucker. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Oh, I said too much. My bad. What do I know, right? I ain't mean to jump to conclusions, so maybe you should just forget about what I just said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Huh. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there is nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks at me, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I fed her chocolate the other day. I mean, there are no boundaries between us now. I stand up from my desk and sit in one right next to her. I ain't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you want to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell I was thinking something like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything, you know? I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right though. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. No need to apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. What? Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. Anyway, it's not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori, you know? Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her, you know what I mean? Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? I didn't mean to say something stupid, but here we are. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a very long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. It is. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Yo, Karagol. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be a little something behind it after all, huh? Uh-huh. I think Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. You know what I mean? Yuri, you're giving me too much credit up in this motherfucker. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is, yeah, I mean? Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading, huh? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah, let's do it. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Okay. Well, I think today we shall, I'm gonna share it with Sayori first. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like this shit. You don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Ah, you cheeky chappy. You know, I didn't write this for anyone specifically. This was homework, homegirl. That's not what I really meant though, but it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. In this club, in general, with y'all. Good, that's all that matters to me. I think you're focusing a little bit too much on me there, Sayori fam. Is there something wrong? Huh? Nah, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Let me see what you've been working on then. Oh, you don't want to walk home together? Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well. Wait! She didn't give me her fucking... She didn't show me her notes. Her poem. That's a bit fucked up. I'm worried about her. Karagol, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame, you know? Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice, you know? What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Karagol, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. That's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing people and inspiring people, you know? People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So, when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I am not a know-it-all, Karagol. I never said this, I tell you. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. Who does? I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. That's your issue right there. What is normal? I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write, like a disc. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't done shit. I've just been doing my homework. Nah, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Karagol. I speak too slowly, me too. I second guess myself all the time, me too. I read too deeply into things, god damn, me too. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then fuck them. I mean, I joined this club hoping you and I would make friends. Or friends in general, you know what I mean? And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight, I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds, he raises his arm, time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heat, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you even heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Interesting. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? How could I? I just don't know how I should respond, you know? Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Every single one of her work means a lot to her, dummy. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you, and I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? I would love to. Yuri again faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Don't worry about that. I think you're doing a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something. But I'm sure we can talk later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Meh. Oh. The fucking highlight of my day. Let's get this done with. I guess you haven't learned shit anyway. Honestly, I don't know why the fuck I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Everything. Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something, dummy. It's just going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. And guess what? You suck at it! Don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Ooh. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? And if I am, what are you talking about? And keep your motherfucking voice down, goddammit. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean, ooh. Looks like I'm in trouble. Trouble with who? What? I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so fucking done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed. What? Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. I didn't have an option. This is a class. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. What? Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Let's do it. Sup? Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... You know what, Monika? I might be sick that day. I'll have to give it some more thought, alright? No pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style has gotten so refined, Karagol. Yuri has been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. I've been noticing how much time you're spending with her. I think I heard her say more words these last couple of days than she's talked in a whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that is pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Eh? It's awfully suspicious, you know. What? Spending time with her in clubroom every day? She's a part of my class. Reading that edgy novel with her? I ain't write the novel. I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing, you know what I mean? It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone, you know what I mean? Besides, the novel isn't too bad either. Alright, I got you. Just be careful, alright? What you mean? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, bad like what? Then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. She has a history of this, or what's up? Why would you say that? The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victims of the current of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all the others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put too much thought into it. I bought a bag of chocolate yesterday. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there is one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you would know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here is Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? No. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second here. Is it me or did you just say something strange just now? 3? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. What? In your books, maybe. What? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Well, where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori, alright? Second of all, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, what? You're gonna dodge my question like that? We need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right! Natsuki will be making cupcakes. And let me guess, Yuri will make some tea. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And for me, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere! Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Karagol. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle, so it would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Okay. Oh. I am not spending my free time with Natsuki. Fuck that shit. Oh, she's cock blocking. Yeah, what y'all up to? Maybe I just go neutral and hang out with Monika instead. Let's settle down for a moment. This is getting out of hand. In the end, I think it's up to Karagol to decide how he would like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, yeah, I'm surprised as well. Come on. This might be one of those things. This might be one of those things. And you know what? I think I might leave this choice up to you guys. So, you let me know. Who should we hang out with? Natsuki starts with a fucking handicap. I don't want to hang out. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna call it an episode right here. I look forward to seeing what you guys think we should do, and basically take it from there. Until next episode, this has been your boy Karagol Gaming. I'm out of here. Love y'all and deuces.